Okay guys, I've been having troubles with my thermostat lately on my 2004 Audi A4 with the 1.8, and I'm just gonna go through, kind of show you guys how to replace it. Yeah, and so what I'm gonna be replacing and trying out is this ECS tuning kit with the billet aluminum J-plug. And the reason I'm going that way is because I think that my J-plug is leaking coolant. I'm pretty sure that is the problem here. So let me just take all of it apart. And so what you actually will want to start off with is taking this screw right here off of the coolant overflow and your mass airflow sensor and your intercooler piping. Okay, so one more thing that you should do, I've changed a couple of these and this helps a ton. The bottom plug on your radiator right here, you can do that and it will drain all the coolant in your lines and keep all your coolant in the block. And what that helps with is when you're taking the thermostat out, it doesn't drip everywhere from the subframe. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and yeah. Okay, I've just made it to the mass airflow. Another thing too is on this valve right here, there is a little turn nozzle on the side of it to kind of control the flow, and if you have that all the way open and pull that out, it kind of gets everywhere. So that's probably just some helpful information. And then to take this off right here, there are 4 of these long bolts, 2 underneath and 2 on top. You just take those out and unplug the sensor in there, and that will come right off. So let me get that done. Okay, so once you get that done, there is a connector on the air sensor. If it focus. So anyways, this connector right here has a kind of a little tab right there. Anyways, you put a screwdriver in there or something to pry on. Make sure you don't break it, and that will loosen it up. Just slide it off. It goes right on the bottom of there, and that little tab is what will hold it on. You can see it. But anyways, once you get that done, these pipes, you don't need to take them all the way off. Just grab a pair of pliers, loosen this clamp up, and you can move these and just kind of stuff it somewhere over here where it stays. And the same with this intercooler piping, it can go down here somewhere. And then all you really need to do now is take these 4 bolts off of the alternator, and the thermostat is right back there behind this bracket. And also for this alternator, the tip I use is a 6mm Allen head, and that seems to fit the bolts fine. And another thing that needs to be done is this little right here, this guy is the tensioner pulley. You just need to stick either a adjustable wrench, or I think it is a 19 or 22 on there, and you pull it forward and it loosens the whole belt off. Just slide it off of the alternator and set it under anywhere. Just don't take it off or anything. It's kind of a pain to put back on, but yeah. Okay, so just in case any of you are wondering, just slide it on like maybe. get it on there, push it. Oh. So yeah, you will slide this up past those bolts, and this right here comes loose. Just push it off and set it down on the other pulley like that, and that will you can let go of the tensioner, and that will just free up the belt, and we'll leave that right there until we're done. Another thing real quick, this sensor right here has a small little, another one of them silver clips right there. It's right here on my finger. Just pop a screwdriver in there and pop that out. And I think my sensor is actually busted a little bit, but if not, it's the same thing. Just put a screwdriver in there and pop this off. So I already broke these loose, but just go ahead and take all these out. And then there is 3 more. This one on the bottom is kind of a pain because of the power steering hose. But anyways, that one, bottom one, and the top one under the manifold runners. Okay, so once you get those bolts off, there is a grounding strap right here for the alternator, and then there is another one of these plugs right on the back side of the alternator. Just get those off and then the alternator will come out. I believe this is a size 13 or 14. This bolt right here. So let me get that done and I will get back. So the grounding strap bolt for the alternator actually did end up being a 13mm, just in case, maybe save you some time. And another helpful hand would be to unplug one of the battery terminals, as if you touch a ground with this grounding strap it will arc, and that is probably no good for anything. So yeah. Okay, so here is the thermostat that you're going to be replacing. It has one coolant line on top, has one, it goes into the block, which is the second, and then there's one under it, which is kind of has a clip on it, and then the sensor is right here that you unplug, and this guy right here. The J plug that I believe is causing the leak is behind it, and I'll show you that when I get to it. Okay guys, sorry I missed a step 2. There is this, don't really know what to call it, but it basically goes under the intake manifold, and somewhere down there are 2 bolts holding it on that are 6mm Allen wrench. To take that off helps a ton with the process of taking the thermostat out. I mean, I haven't done it without taking it off, but I can just imagine that it is pretty hard because it's right in the way. So yeah. Okay, so just a little more information. These bolts right there that go in these 2 holes, these are 10mm, or hang on, these are 10mm bolts, but if you ever strip them, the insides, oh man, what is wrong with you today? The insides of the middle are 5mm, just in case you ever strip these. With the thermostat kit that I ordered, it actually came with new hardware for everything, so including the J plug, the thermostat, and one of the coolant lines that goes in here came with new hardware, so that's sweet. Oh, and the gaskets we haven't got around to yet, but when we do, I will show you guys why you need to replace them, and this kit's pretty nice because it came with them. And then, so after you take those bolts off from the block, there's that top coolant line right there, and the side one, and there's a bottom one. But the bottom one disconnects right here, just in case you're wondering. I tried disconnecting it from here for my first one and sat here for a while, and it's kind of embarrassing, but just a pointer that it is right here before the elbow. Okay, I'm just getting to this elbow right here. This elbow right here. There is a little, it's not like a cotter pin, it's like a locking pin, and right where the tip of my finger is, there is a tiny little edge that you can pry up with one of, kind of like one of these screwdrivers, the small repair screwdrivers, and that should do it. And then pull the 10mm bolt out of this, disconnect the line off of the top of it, and as soon as you get this right here off, just go ahead and angle this out of the way and take this off, and you should be able to get your thermostat out. Okay guys, so here's a more close-up of that pin. So this goes on the bottom of right there and just snaps on, and you push this ring right there and it kind of locks the coolant or the thermostat bottom flange on it. So just to let you know that. And then this right here, I forgot to tell you one thing, this metal pipe, there is a bolt through the runners right there that holds it to something just so it has no flex and doesn't crack. So what I use is this really long 3/8 extension, and it is a 12mm bolt, I believe. So let me get that done and show you guys the rest of it. Okay, so yes, just a little reminder, that bolt that is in that runner is a 13mm. And another thing that I should let you guys know is having one of these will save you a ton of time when you drop bolts that are under the car or get stuck anywhere in the engine bay. And one of these guys right here is a lifesaver, because usually I end up setting bolts everywhere around the front of the car and lose one or two every time I do something. And I actually dropped this bolt through the runners, so it's nice to have one of these because you just get it and it's all good. So let me pop that coolant line off and show you guys why this is failing. Another thing real quick. This sensor right here has a small little, another one of them silver clips right there. It's right here on my finger. Just pop a screwdriver in there and pop that out. And I think my sensor is actually busted a little bit, but if not, it's the same thing. Just put a screwdriver in there and pop this off. Okay guys, I finished all up. Oh, never mind, I didn't. Serpentine belt is left, but all the intake piping, the coolant lines are in, added coolant, need to start it. Remember to put that plug back on down there, and yeah, everything is fine. I will update you guys sometime soon. Let me know if you want to see anything else or have any questions. Yeah, I hope this helps you out and makes things a ton easier. I wish I would have had something like this kind of. I read forums, but videos are always nice. You got a real life advice and you have someone talking to you. So hope this helps everyone out, and hope you have a good day. Bye.